Men on the high seas, built a country, but ex-girlfriend says, this is at best a resort. To get the world to recognize his country, they must set up a government. So Jack came up with a plan, decided to make himself to be the president of Rose Island. William would be in charge of foreign affairs, and David was in charge of internal affairs. Immediately afterwards, submitted the application to the UN, although they did not reject it immediately, but reported the matter to Italy, because although they were on the high seas, but they were very close to Italy. In order to check the situation, Italy sent 2 spies to Rose Island, but to their surprise, the spies were attracted by the light view, and chose not to go back, and stay here forever. After the Italian Prime Minister learned, hastened to say publicly, refused to acknowledge the existence of Rose Island. This statement of his not only did not break the Rose Island Republic, and even brought Rose Island, attract more people's attention, and wanted to join the Rose Island Republic. Seeing that this was not going to work, Italy sent someone to interview Jack. If he gave up his idea, he would be guaranteed a lifetime of wealth and prosperity. But in the face of the lure of money, Jack did not go against the original intention, because he built Rose Island wasn't about money, but for the freedom he wanted. Seeing that Jack was still indifferent, Jack's father was fired from his job at the top, but what he didn't expect was, several residents of the island could not resist the temptation, left the place. Faced with this situation, Jack came to the European Commission. After the committee study decided, Jack has done everything, did not violate any laws. He thought that he could live a quiet life, but until that day, a warship came near the island, because the Italian Prime Minister couldn't stand it, ready to move Rose Island to the ground. Soon everyone was informed of the news. The few residents who had originally left the island, in order to save Rose Island, they immediately went to the island for support. They stood in a line facing the warship. Even though the other side kept firing shells, they were not afraid. The army had no choice. They had to force their way onto the island, to take away several people. In the end, Rose Island was not able to escape, gone forever from people's lives.